All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's do this.
Hello, gossipers, it's Sharona. So, before we get into our stories, I was told that the intro is too long. Do you think the intro is too long? I think it's 25 seconds. I've seen intro longer than 25 seconds. So, tell me your thoughts, gossipers. Do you think the intro to the gossip is too long? So, we're going to talk about 3 stories today. We're going to talk about Paula Abdul settling with Nigel Lythgoe. And if you don't know that story, Paula Abdul came out and said that she was sexually assaulted by Nigel. Yes. And then we're going to talk about Will Smith. Now, people are making memes since the Jay-Z thing came out of him being celebrity A with Diddy. People are making memes with Will Smith in it, and he's asking the fans just to stop. Don't do it. Don't put him into something he's not a part of. And then we're also going to talk about Jay-Z himself. It says that a lawyer seeks to dismiss case against Jay-Z. Not quite sure what's going on. And then the last story is from an actor. His name is Guy Pearce, and he said he never acted in Chris Nolan films because he was told he was not a good actor, basically. So the first one we're going to jump into is the Paula Abdul story, and this article is from, hold one second, The Hollywood Reporter. And the article reads, Paula Abdul has settled a lawsuit against Nigel Lythgoe, accusing the former American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance producer of sexual assault. Now, further into the reading, I'm going to use the initial SA, and that means sexual assault, because YouTube, they are very funny on words. So you know exactly what the SA is, so I'm telling you now so that when I'm reading and you hear me say those initials, you know exactly what they mean. So we're going to continue with the article. It says, Abdul on Thursday notified the court of a deal to resolve the case. Terms of the agreement weren't disclosed. So we're guessing she was paid a hefty amount of money to keep quiet. Now, will this ever go public? Maybe not. Okay, let's continue. In a statement, Abdul says she's grateful that this chapter has successfully come to a close and is now something I can put behind me. Lythgoe didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. He stepped back from his on-camera and behind-the-scenes roles on So You Think You Can Dance in the wake of allegations from numerous women accusing him of SA. So it was not only Paula Abdul, but there were other women. Now, Paula Abdul is more noteworthy, more recognized. So, of course, it will get more attention on her coming out. Last year, Abdul filed a lawsuit against Lythgoe detailing 2 separate incidents of assault. One of the alleged incidents occurred in an elevator of a hotel where they were staying while traveling during one of the early seasons for American Idol. The lawsuit claimed Lythgoe shoved Abdul against the wall and grabbed her genitals and breasts before shoving his tongue down her throat. Ugh. She also claimed that Lythgoe assaulted her again in 2015 when he invited her to dinner at his home to discuss bringing her on as a judge on So You Think You Could Dance. Lythgoe forced himself on top of Abdul while she was seated on his couch and attempted to kiss her, the lawsuit said. On both occasions, Abdul didn't report the alleged assault because of possible retaliation. So a lot of people, they will not report their abuse because of what the outcome might be to them, especially if you have a career in an industry where they could just shut the door on you and you just never work again. For years, Abdul has remained silent about the SAs and harassment she experienced on account of Lythgoe due to a fear of speaking out against one of the most well known producers of television competition shows who could easily break her career as a television personality and of being ostracized and blackmailed by an industry that have a pattern of protecting powerful men and silencing survivors of SA and harassment, stated a complaint filed in Los Angeles Superior Court. Lythgoe was also sued earlier this year by a pair of unnamed contestants on AAG, which is believed to be of reference to reality series All American Girl. Now, I've never heard of that reality show. I'm gonna have to look that up. They accused him of making unwanted SAS advances and groping them inside his Los Angeles home in 2023. I hope my experience can serve to inspire other women facing similar struggles to overcome their own challenge with dignity and respect so that they too can turn the page and begin a new chapter of their lives, Abdul said in a statement. So yeah, she settled the case. As I said, it has to be, a good sum of money for her to do that. And again, with these other two unnamed contestants, they went to his home. Maybe what Hollywood need to do is stop with this casting couch, which, it don't have to be at home. You could be in the office, but if you're doing business, don't meet at someone's home. Go to, if there's a company, a business where, there's someone else in the room, something, but never at your private residence. Why would you go there and meet a complete stranger and you don't know? Now, if you do go, bring someone with you, someone who knows what you're going there for, just in case. Now, with these two unpaired, it did not like they were together. It sounds like on separate occasions he did that to them. Because I would like to think being two girls in a room or two women in a room and this one man just overpowering. It's sad. And then it all comes down to, as Paula said, the retaliation, especially in this entertainment industry. These are people that can get you fired, where you can't work again to make money to support yourself and your family. So, gossipers, tell me your thoughts on this story. And we're going to go into the Will Smith story. And this story is coming from Deadline. And it says, Will Smith asks fans to stop memes of him with Sean Diddy Combs. I ain't been nowhere near. So he said he's never been anywhere near Sean Diddy Combs. In passing, yes, but to personally go hang with him, no. And it says Will Smith has requested people stop posting memes on social media that align him with Sean Diddy Combs, saying he hasn't been anywhere near the controversial music mogul. The Oscar-winning actor was speaking on stage Thursday in San Diego, California, when he referred to his name being associated with that of Combs, who is currently awaiting trial on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, all of which, of course, Combs denies. News.com's Abdul report on a video obtained by TMZ that saw Will Smith telling his audience, I've been seeing all these memes and stuff. I see the memes. Some of that is funny. Some of it is funny. I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have S to do with Puffy. So you can all stop all them memes. Y'all can stop all that bull S. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak-offs. So, he's saying that some of the stuff were funny, yes, but seriously, when you get to people like Puffy and his freak off, don't mention someone who's never been to a freak off. Will is already going through a lot with his life, and is he gay or not, who he's sleeping with allegedly. So to have this now with Puffy, it's like a easy shot at him. He re- he irrit- he reiterated. You know the word I'm trying to say. I've been nowhere near that man. Ain't done nothing of that stupid S. Smith was referring to allegations that Combe had hosted freak-off parties, days-long sex parties involving multiple sex workers. The Man in Black star was previously photographed partying with Combs in the early 2000s, along with dozens of other high-profile figures. So yes, he's saying that yes, even though he was at Diddy parties, he was not a part of the freak offs, and he's just asking people to just stop it, stop linking innocent people to whatever Puffy or Jay-Z is going through. And that's easier said than done. When you have pictures with these guys at parties, we can't tell when it's a freak off party or not. Usually they're saying like the white parties, would lead into freak offs, allegedly, but no one knew. So they said like with the freak offs, those will start after midnight. The parties before was just, regular parties. You're with friends, talking, having fun. But then the dirty party, I'm calling it the dirty party, the freak offs where alleged kids and baby oil, all that was after hours. So, Will Smith wants to make it clear. Yes, he might have been to one or two parties with Diddy, but never a freak off. So we're going to go into our other story, and this is the lawyer seeks dismissal of case against Jay-Z, who says true justice is coming. And this article is from Evening Standard, and it says lawyer seeks dismissal of case against Jay-Z, who says true justice is coming. A lawyer seeking the dismissal of a frivolous lawsuit against U.S. rapper Jay-Z after the accuser addressed inconsistencies in her allegations. Now, what are some of the inconsistencies? She said that Diddy, Jay-Z, and a woman celebrity, the woman celebrity watched, but Diddy and Jay-Z arred her. Now, they're saying the night when she made that claim, Jay-Z was nowhere near that. Jay-Z basically was not there. That Jay-Z was in another state. So how could he have done it when he was not there on the night of the VMAs? Because he did not attend the VMAs. He was not in that state to do this if she's reporting that it was done after the VMAs, which was in 2002. So it says Jay-Z previously claimed that he was at the center of a blackmail attempt after a lawsuit was filed accusing him and Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and arring a 13-year-old girl at a party after the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. In one claim, the anonymous woman said her father picked her up after the alleged assault, but her father has since told NBC News that he cannot verify the claims. Wow. Did not know that. I have made some mistakes, the female accuser told the U.S. outlet when asked about inconsistency in her account. But she said overall she stands by her allegation. After the report was broadcast, Jay-Z and his lawyer Alex Spiro shared statements via the X account of the U.S. musician's entertainment company Roc Nation regarding the lawsuit filed by the accuser's lawyer Tony Buzbee. Today's investigative report proves this attorney, Tony Buzbee, filed a false complaint against me in the pursuit of money and fame, Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, said. This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in the court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. The 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon. So yeah, Jay-Z, what's going on with me? Jay-Z is not backing down. It says, Mr. Sparrow said, it is stunning that a lawyer could not only file such a serious complaint without proper vetting, but would make things worse by further peddling his false story in the press. We are asking the court to dismiss this frivolous case today and will take up the matter of additional discipline for Mr. Buzbee and all the lawyers that filed the complaint. So basically that sounds like his company. Lawyer for the accuser, Tony Buzbee, previously described allegations that he tried to blackmail Jay-Z as bonus, adding that he intended to address all the claims in court. In a new statement given to NBC News, Mr. Buzbee said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. Wow. It comes after Jay-Z put on a united front with his wife Beyonce at the premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King in Los Angeles, in celebration of their daughter Blue Ivy Carter, who made her film debut as Simba, and Nala's daughter Kiara. Combs has been denied bail numerous times as so we know everything with Sean Combs. But I did not know that it's gotten to the point now where this accuser is so distressed to the point where she's having seizures. And Mr. Buzbee, he's well known, so for him not to, well, it says that because we have interrogated her intensely. So, and she's even willing to submit to a polygraph. But again, her father is saying he doesn't remember that. That does not look good. And someone else saying that Jay-Z was not at the VMAs that year. You know, she is not telling the truth. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts? This is getting shady and muddy. And it's to the point where they're saying, you know, there's too many discrepancies and they need to have this thrown out. And Buzbee will be settled soon. Meaning, can they go after his law license? And, I mean, you still have more people that he's representing. The other day, 3 guys came out and said, did he essay them? So, you know, this is a lot. This is something it's every day it's something else. Every day it's something else. And like I said, I want to continue to provide the gossip to you, but only if it makes sense. You know, with this Jay-Z and Beyonce, oh my God, I said Beyonce's name. Jay-Z and Diddy, you know, it's just the same story, just added paragraphs or sentences to it. So we're just going to go ahead with our last story, and this is regarding actor Guy Pearce. He says he never acted in Chris Nolan films after Memento. So I guess he was in Memento, a Chris Nolan film, because a Warner Brothers executive disliked his acting and said, I'm never going to employ you. So this article is by oh my gosh, I have a problem with this word, variety. Oh my gosh. This is not the first time I've screwed up variety. See? I can't even repeat it. Vari- variety. Okay, I'm just gonna end it there because then I'm gonna start. Okay, so it says Guy Pearce revealed in a new interview with Vanity Fair that he was blocked from starring in Christopher Nolan movies after 2000 Memento because a Warner Brothers executive just didn't like his acting. The director's relationship with the Hollywood studio started right after Memento with the 2002 psychological thriller Insomnia. Nolan and Warner Brothers then worked together for 18 years through the 2020 release of Tenet. The director's tenure at the studio included blockbusters like Inception and the Dark Knight trilogy. He spoke to me about the roles of a few times over the years, Pearce said when asked about his relationship with Nolan after the breakout success of Memento, the first Batman, and The Prestige. But there was an executive of Warner Brothers who quite openly said to my agent, I don't like Guy Pearce. I'm never going to get Guy Pearce. I'm never going to employ Guy Pearce. So in a way, that's good to know. I mean, fair enough. There are some actors I don't get, but it meant I could never work with Chris. So basically what he's saying that he worked with Nolan in Memento, but then Nolan and Warner Brothers got together. So for the past 18 years, Guy could not work because this Warner Brothers person said he did not like his acting. So he was not able to do anything with Nolan after Memento because of this person putting him out there that Warner Brothers just does not want to work with him because he's not a good actor. And Nolan and Warner Brothers, they parted ways in 2020. So I'm guessing the movie he's making now is a Nolan movie, and the only reason why he was able to make it is because Nolan is not with Warner Brothers anymore. Wow. Fortunately for Pearce, Nolan's tenure at Warner Brothers came to an end after the 2020 release of Tenet. Now, Tenet, I started that movie but couldn't finish watching it. I think Denzel Washington's son, John David, stars in it. Okay, the director made his most recent movie, the Oscar-winning Oppenheimer, at Universal Pictures, and is re-teaming with the studio for his mysterious new project that is set to release in 2026. Nolan's new movie is starring Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Charlize Theron, Anne Hathaway, and more. Both Damon and Hathaway have appeared in previous Nolan features. Pearce, meanwhile, is expected to land an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor this season, thanks to his acclaimed role in The Brutalist. So, okay, so he does not have a movie coming up with Christopher, but he's saying now that he is done with Warner Brothers, now maybe he can work with Nolan again. But they're saying it ended in 2020. So this is 4 years. 4 years have passed. Hasn't Nolan reached out to Guy? So, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this? Why hasn't Chris reached out to Guy? Or maybe he did, but we don't know. So, gossipers, tell me your thoughts on all these stories. And again, please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our channel. And until next time, thank you for watching and listening.